Okay, so here's our last problem. You can see it's a little bit more complicated. We have a tangent over here, and we have some inscribed angles. We have some central angles. There are 4 of them. So all of that's going to come into play. We have an expression for a central angle. We have an expression for a minor arc. And we know that 36 degrees is angle RHC. So I'm going to put that in the diagram right away so I can use that later. All right, so I'm going to ask you to find x first. And I noticed that I have this central angle and I have this minor arc. So this is a central angle and would have the same expression as the arc it's intercepting. So this would be 15x minus 14. This is circle A, so HC is a diameter. So if I add these two together, it has to be 180 degrees because this would be 180 degrees. And obviously this is a linear pair. So we're going to solve that equation quickly. So linear pairs add up to 180, or semicircles are 180 as well. This is 23x minus 4. And I believe that is 8. So there's our first answer. Okay, knowing that that is 8 is great. Now we need to plug that in and see what we can get with that. If this is 8, this is going to be 64 plus 10, which is 74. And it makes this arc 74. This 15 times 8 minus 14 becomes 106. And that makes this arc 106. And then just using things you know, vertical angles are congruent. So this has to be 74 and this has to be 106. And then this is a central angle of 74, so the intercepted arc, this minor arc, DH, is also 74. This is a central angle right here of 106, so this arc here, from here to here, that's where it's made up, has to be 106. Okay? Then we'll just use some information we know to see what we can find. So it's asking us to find EAH. EAH, we already said that was 106. EAH. And then CDE, the measure of angle CDE. CDE is right here. And so this is an inscribed angle. An inscribed angle is going to be half of its arc. Here's the arc of 74, so half of that is going to be 37. And then we're looking for, I'm just going to erase this or it gets too crazy. Sorry. We're looking for DAC. DAC, that's pretty easy. DAC, we already said, was a central angle, and that's 106. Minor arc, the shortest distance on the circle from D to H is right here. That minor arc is 74. This minor arc, RC, now that's a little tricky. We know this whole thing is 106, okay? But we knew this inscribed angle was 36. So the arc opposite of that 36, the angle is half the arc, so the arc has to be double. So this would be 72. When we knew that DC, this arc from D to C was 106, we said that earlier. So this would have to be what, 34? So kind of keep that in mind. We might use that later. RH, oh, we have to use that right now. So from R to H, the shortest distance from R to H would be this 34 and this 74. So what is that, 108? And then angle SCD, here's S to C to D. That's inscribed because the vertex is on the circle. It's just made up of a tangent and this segment or secant. And so we need to know that this whole arc that it intercepts, we said earlier, was 106. So its measure is going to be half of that, which is 53. And then here is a major arc we're going for. It's 3 letters, R to H, R, H to E. So if you add these things up, R to H to E, this part is 180. So what would that be with 30 more? 214. Does that sound right? And then finally we're finding Q. Oh, this is just getting to be kind of crazy. QCH. Here's QCH. Again, this is inscribed because the vertex is right here. And then we are intercepting a semicircle all this way. So half of that will be 90. Ooh, that was a lot and kind of fun. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. My longest video yet. Sorry.